Jai Shri Mataji. Please bow down to the Shri Mataji. Raise your Kundalini and take the Bandhan. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Adishakti. Mother, please grant us the permission to do the meditation at your workspace. And please bless us. Now please keep our right hand towards Mother Earth. Our complete attention is on center of left palm. Slowly move our attention towards the Sahasrara and from Sahasrara towards the center of right palm. Do it slowly 7 times. Shri Mahakali Sam. Om Tmev Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. Now please keep our right hand on our lap and left hand towards the sky. Our complete attention is on center of right palm. Slowly move our attention towards the Sahasrara and from Sahasrara towards the center of left palm. Do it slowly 7 times. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, your Sakshat Shri Hanumanji, your Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati, Mother, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my right corner. Please balance my right side. Shri Hanumanji Sakshat. ओम तमेव साक्षात् श्री हनुमानजी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः. Now please keep our both the hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on central Muladhara chakra. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, you are Sakshat Sri Nirmal Ganesha. Mother, please remove all the negativities, all the badhas from my Muladhara chakra. And please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. Mother, please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. Sri Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Now please keep our right hand on the Kataka Slogan to the level. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Mother, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Now please keep our right hand on our central Nadi Chakra. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Mother, please awaken Lakshmi principle within us. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our heart. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, I am only pure spirit. Mother, I am not his body, I am not his mind, I am not his ego. I am only pure spirit. Mother, please come into my heart. Now please keep our right hand and left side upon you. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Now please keep our right hand on our forehead and left hand on our Jagrata chakra. Three times Hum Sham. Hum Sham. Hum Sham. Hum Sham. Now please keep our left hand on our lap and right hand on our Sahasrara. Slowly rotate our right palm clockwise 7 times on our Sahasrara. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, your Saksha Sri Sahasrara Swamini, your Saksha Sri Adishakti. Mother, please awaken my Kundalini. Mother, please bless us effortlessly. Now please keep our both hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on center of both the palms and Sahasrara. Sri Mahamaya Sakshat. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Mahamaya Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha.
Those people who have ego never realize they have ego. With their ego, they do all kinds of nonsensical things. Without asking me, they have done something in Delhi. Without asking me, they have done something in Russia. And it's so destructive to Sahajayoga that they don't realize what they have done is a crime which is punishable by all divine laws. If you want to do anything, you must tell me beforehand. You must consult me. You must talk to me because I know what is happening. You don't know. If somebody wants to cheat you, then how will you know? If you were um so sensitive, you would find out. You would have asked me, Mother, what should we do? At least ask me. This is the main thing missing among Sir Yogis now, that we have a kind of a very subtle ego. If you make somebody a leader, it's very dangerous sometimes if the leader develops ego because of his wife. It's a very difficult thing. They can destroy Sir Yoga completely. Anything is possible. So before you do anything like that, you have to consult. I'm still living and you can ask me. You can write to me. You can telephone to. At least I'm there to tell you. But then you have to develop your balance and your love. That is only through this Parama Chaitanya. With this all pervading power of divine love, you can develop that discretion, you can develop that special uh, powers. Even if somebody telephones to me, immediately I know what's wrong with the person. I don't say that you can become like me, but at least you have vibrations to see. Also, see your own vibrations. How are you moving? Put a paper on your hand and you'll see it will start shaking before my photograph. With this ego, you cannot go further. Why did you come to Sir Yoga? You came here not to become some sort of a leader or some sort of a king, but you came here to become a great guru. As you asked me, Guru Pada Dijiye. For that, you have to have in Sir Yoga a complete humility, natural humility, natural balance. This is what Christ has taught us. At that time, I don't think people had that much ego. Ego is a modern present to you. People get ego out of anything. For example, I met one lady once and found her ego very bad. Said, what's the matter with her? So I asked my daughters, what does she do? They said, Mummy, she knows how to make dolls. For that she had it. What is so great than to be a good surgeon? You may be the king, you may be anything. Now you see the prime ministers and all of them going to jail. What are they compared to you? They have no balance. They have no sense. What makes you a separate individuals, higher people? Because you have no ego. Now people try to remove their ego. There are two types. So they will go on beating themselves with shoes. All kinds of ritualistic things they do to remove their ego. But all this you do with your mind. Whatever you do with your mind will give you ego only. They become ascetic. They are the greatest egoist. I must say, Hitler was the greatest ascetic. With his asceticism, he became Hitler. If you want to become Hitler, you become ascetic. In Sahaja Yoga, you are not allowed at all this asceticism. You have to be loving, affectionate, kind, and disciplined. I must say this because when you are loving, you go out of bounds sometimes because you have no discipline of Sahaja Yoga. Loving doesn't mean that you become like a Romeo Juliet. Doesn't mean that. You must have your balance through your discipline. If you have no discipline, you can never be a good surgeon. From the life of Christ, we have to learn these things that unless and until we have these things, we cannot become good surgeons. Firstly, ritualistic nature. Secondly, anger. Thirdly, miserliness. Like if you go to England, it's written there, save pounds by taking a taxi. This is what it is. Miserliness. Where can we save money? Mother, can you give concession? It's not some sort of a business I'm doing here. If you make it half price, so many will come. I'm not using your money. I'm using it for your buildings. All this, I've got it. Of course, my money also, and your money. So many things I've done. The whole of Vashi, the whole of ashram in Delhi, two ashrams, then the whole of school, and also land in Pune and other places. Now in Pune, they want me to pay the land, to pay for everything, and Pune people are the known Maharashtrians to be great, miserly, conjuice people. Even for their own ashram, they would like me to pay for everything. And then nicely go and sing bhajans nicely. See, they are good musicians, that's what they are. But very, very miserly people. Miserly people can never love, they love money. Egoistical people can never love because they love power to control others. They think they are doing it for Sahaja, but not. Unless until you do something for yourself and your ego, no use working for Sahaja. Look at Christ. He took birth in a very humble abode, but he was the king and he lived with the poor and tried to save them. He saved the lepers, he saved so many people. There were 21 people were cured by him. Now, Sahaja, I don't know how many thousands have been cured. But what is important is if you are curing, you know that you are not curing. It is the divine power that is curing. You are not doing anything. It's best to be like that. I feel the same way. I'm doing nothing and I'm nishkriya, doing nothing. But I'm not lazy. You should be active, but all your activity should come from the divine power of love. First of all, you must extend your hands for love. You extend your heart, extend your money, house, everything for love. Now, if your wife doesn't allow others to come in the house, throw her out of the house. I don't mean. Teach her how to be kind and generous. The other way around for the husband. It's very important. You have to be generous. You have to be kind. You have to be loving and sweet to others. Christ only once went into temple, which he had a right to do that when he saw people selling things in the temple. Same thing we have here. And if you don't go and buy anything from them, they'll be lost. But you only go and buy things from them because you have a habit of shopping. Anywhere people go, they must shop. It's a habit. Shopping they must do. They will not see the greenery, the beauty of nature, nothing. When I went to so many countries, you see, I had to, with my husband, I had to go and see beautiful places like museums. I never used to shop. But when I have so many children, then I have to shop. So I would go for shops. But not the way that every place is for shopping. What is there to shop here when you have come here for your spiritual growth? In Mecca, do they have any shops? This is the holier than holy. Why should you go to these shops? I can't understand. I've told them not to have shops, but you people are the ones who encourage. Who encourage them to make money out of us? Nothing essential to buy there. Now you have come to the holy occasion. Here you have come for your worship. In our Mahalakshmi temple, there are people who are selling garlands and things for the ladies' hair. But they say it is for the goddess. And they buy there, all the people who are coming stupidly, and give it to the Brahmin in the temple. And the Brahmin sells it back at a lower price. And these garlands are, I don't know how many times sold and bought and sold and bought because of the stupidity of the people who go there. If they have to take something, they should buy from outside, not at the place where you have come. As it is, you went to Delhi, you could have bought there. Or you came to Bombay, you could have bought there, but not in this place. We cannot make this place Bombay or Delhi. Otherwise, why should we come here? That's why Christ took a hunter and beat them, those who were selling things near the church. Now they don't have. I've seen near the church they don't have. They have outside. But they sell other things. Like Catholic Church sells a wine called Benedictine. Imagine. That's another story. Christ went for a wedding and they had no wine. Now, in the Hebrew language, wine means the juice of the grapes. It doesn't mean fermented. So he converted water into that wine. You cannot convert water instantaneously into wine. Wine has to rot, has to smell. The more it smells, the best it is. But they think that Christ said you must drink. They say. He never said that. He just converted it into wine, meaning the taste of the juice of grapes. Once I went to some television and there was a very nice man in Italy. He said, Mother, you first give me realization. So I said, get some water, put my hand into it. Now you drink it. He said, it is tasting like wine. I said, this is what Christ did. He got his realization. Instantaneously, you cannot make wine. But if somebody dies, they will drink. If somebody is born, they will drink. At any cost, without drinking, they are not normal. But the people who got realization have suddenly changed. They don't want to drink. They have stopped drinking. Their attention has become nice. The whole thing is changed. This is the transformation that has worked, of which Christ has talked, Muhammad Sahib has talked. Everybody has talked about this particular time when people will get transformed. But even after transformation, you do not want to become what you have to be, for which you have come here. You'll be left behind. It's a big transformation is taking place. In that transformation, also your rising is taking place. There's a big evolution going on. And those who will not evolve properly will be left behind. As it is said that this is the last judgment. And you'll be judged. You'll be left behind. You cannot adhere to people who are rising higher. With your weight, you will fall down. So, for you to understand Christ, is all these qualities you must have. If you are hot tempered, all right, go and beat yourself with shoes. But if you are not, then you need not. You must know what you are. First of all, introspect. Accordingly, you should work it out. But this ritualism is not a
मैं करता हूँ इसलिए सच गए तुम्हारे दर पे मैं करता हूँ इसलिए सच गए काल कौन से सजदे में काम हो जाए माता निर्मल माता जी 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 माता माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता जिस तरह के चांद जिस तरह के चांद सितारों में एक है जिस तरह के ये चांद सितारों में एक है वैसे ही मेरी माता करोड़ों में एक है माता निर्मल माता जी 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 माता निर्मल माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता राह में जब कोई दुश्वार मकाम आता है राह में जब कोई दुश्वार मकाम आता है जाने क्या बात है लब पर तेरा नाम आता है जाने क्या बात है लब पर तेरा नाम आता है ये तसर्रुफ किसी एक दौर पे मौकूफ नहीं ये तसर्रुफ किसी एक दौर पे मौकूफ नहीं माँ से निस्बत है माँ से निस्बत है हर एक हाल में काम आती है निर्मल माता जी माता 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 निर्मल माता 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 निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल निर्मल माता माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल निर्मल माता माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल निर्मल माता माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी तन मन नस नस में है छवि तुम्हारी तन मन नस नस में है छवि तुम्हारी तन मन नस नस तन मन नस नस तन मन नस नस तन मन नस नस में है छवि तुम्हारी 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 तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तेरी लीला सबसे माता तेरी लीला निर्मल माता तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तन मन नस नस में है छवि तिहारी तन मन नस नस में है छवि तिहारी तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी 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 तन मन नस नस में है छवि तिहारी तन मन नस नस में है छवि तिहारी तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तेरी लीला सबसे न्यारी तूने दिया है सबको सहारा माता जी तूने दिया है सबको सहारा माता जी तूने दिया है सबको सहारा माता जी माता तूने दिया है सबको सहारा माता जी सहयोगी का हर दम नारा माता जी सहयोगी का हर दम नारा माता जी माता निर्मल 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 निर्मल माता 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 माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता जी माता जी माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल
जय
माता
श्री माता
जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी माता निर्मल माता जी